Sir, actually we have started.
Just a minute, madam, because your voice is too much low. If possible, please try to.
Sir, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, ma'am. Now, please. Ma'am, if you please speak something so that I can test whether your voice is audible or not.
Sir, to us you are perfectly audible.
Yes, yes. Now you are also audible, madam. Thank you very much.
Sir, you can share your PPT also.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you. It is visible, madam.
Yes, sir, it is visible. Innovation and startup ecosystem enabler.
Yeah. So, good morning to all of you, and I'm thankful to Priti madam, Neha madam, and all team IIC from the BBD Institute of Technology and Management. Uh, as per today's session's title, we are going to discuss about this particular topic: innovation and startup ecosystem enablers. So, I think we have to start from the particular what the scenario is currently going on. So let me show some proof that why this thing is required today. You can see on your screen that this is a one of the cutting from the newspaper of ET Times. It shows about some figures of Indian startups. You can see that within 6 years of span, the startup reaches up to 72,000 and more than that. And this is just a recent news of the July ending. This is one more cutting that you also can see over here. This is unicorn. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of unicorn? If any student knows about this unicorn. Okay, this is one kind of yes, yes, please. Somebody is speaking.
सर किसी एक पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की कोई कंपनी होती है उसको यूनिकॉर्न कहते हैं सर.
यस, पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की कंपनी होती है और उसकी जो टोटल ग्रोथ जो हम बोलते हैं उसकी वैल्यूएशन दैट रीचेस टू 1 बिलियन. ओके, so this is the graph, recent graph is shown over here. Here it is the China and India comparison. You can see it is 100, China is 270, but as compared to that you can see that in USA it reaches so much higher figure. Okay, so this also shows that why we require this. Unless and until you cannot bring the economy to our country, you cannot go for prosperities of the country. So this is some things that shows us, these are some proofs that shows us why we go for these kinds of unicorn, startups, entrepreneurship, etc. This is one more news you might be seeing or might be going through this. This is the toy industries. Can anybody tell me that before few years, if you go for the toy market and if you purchase toys out of, suppose you purchase 10 toys, up to 9 or sometimes even 10 toys will be from which country?
China.
Yeah, definitely it is from China. Okay, but this current news shows that now the Chinese toys are like decreasing continuously from the market. Up to 70% of downstream is found over here. These are due to some government policies, as well as it also due to some startups come over here. Unless and until you are not providing any market product, that is very relevant to the customers, it will not give you the sustainability in the market. But nowadays, our partners or our players of Indian are also try to compete to the Chinese market, and this is the result for that. Okay, so with this current scenario, I think we should move ahead. If you are going for journey of idea to startup, because basically all things starts from your idea, the idea that come in your mind will leads towards the startups. It is not one day process that you think today and you will be owner of some company, even you have money and everything. So how this journey should start, and then we can get that how we can create ecosystem for innovation and startup. So your journey will start from idea. You have to plan for making it or converting it into the POC. POC is a one kind of proof of concept that your idea will work further. And then you have to build one laboratory scale prototype. Then it will be converted into the MVP, that is market viable product. And then the remaining business comes to the marketing students, that means MBA students, because from the first part on the above horizontal part, it mainly require your technical knowledge. But even if you have MVP up to MVP technical knowledge, you require some more knowledge that put your MVP and complete your journey up to start. So if you want to create your journey, start your journey from idea, and you want to reach to startup, then what you require? This is today's question, and answer will be given today through this presentation. Let's understand what is innovation, because everything, suppose you start from idea, your idea should be innovative. You cannot think anything that you will find or you will create in your market and you will reach up to the startup. So this is one thing that is required. Your idea should be innovative. One example is given. This is actually a very simple example. It is simply a toothbrush of one company. You can see here that some of the innovation created over here. You have to just change this only some of the part of the brush. That will save the total plastic waste. That will also save the cost of the brush, and that will also create some long life of your brush. So this is the thing that what is required actually. What is innovation? So this is just an example. You can go for many kinds of innovation. Another thing your idea should require is its usefulness. It should be feasible. You cannot go in a market and provide you the thing that yeah, we will provide you the service to build up buildings on the moon. Nobody will go to acquire this. Nobody is there to do that. So it should be feasible. As once you are going for idea, it starts from your mind. Yes. If any difficulty, then you can ask me. And then some blueprint to which we called POC. So it is a proof of concept you can see over here. And then it will be converted into the prototype. Prototype again will be converted into the MVP, that we will see that whether it is market viable product or not. And then some testing will be there. And then after so many processes, you can reach up to startup within some span of some of years. So to finish this journey, what we require? We require incubation. We require that kind of ecosystem that leads us, that will provide hand-holding support to us, that complete our journey and create startups. So how this can be possible? Incubation, what is actually incubation? What include this incubation? This creation of this kind of ecosystem, basically the meaning of this is facilitating. The institute need to provide some facilities to the students. Some mentoring support is also required. After that mentoring, some finance, because without finance, it is not directly possible to come into the market. So finance support is also required, starting from creating a small proof of concept or prototype or MVP to the startup. So we also require finance, and then we also require many kinds of linkages that link us to the market. So apart from this, there are so many things we have required, and this is possible with the help of innovation ecosystem enablers. So you alone cannot complete this journey, and that is why we require innovation ecosystem enablers. So what may be the scope of innovation ecosystem? Innovation ecosystem may start from a very small place in our institute. It may be a small room where the students are working or co-working with the help of faculties, or they may stand alone and can create some innovative ideas into the POC and prototypes. And then it may be possible that your ecosystem have a scope up to international level of systems that will provide you a large different kinds of hand-holding support to bring your idea up to the higher level. What may be included in your who may be ecosystem enablers? कौन आपको ये support दे सकता है? Who will be there? So one, the main start, because as you are directly connected with your institute, just as madam is providing you the IIC, they are providing you this kind of exposure. They are continuously engaging lectures for you people. So yeah, definitely your first point starts from your institute itself. If some institute has their center of excellence, if some institute has their own incubation centers, then you can get these facilities either from your institutes, or suppose another partner who may be another that can also provide you. So government nowadays is also working in this field, because it is now fixed that if you are not working in the field of startups and ecosystem, government will not be able to provide the journey or provide the jobs to the each and every graduates or postgraduates. You can see that there is a continuously problems for employees. Even educated students are not getting employer as per their requirement or desire. So government is now changing this mindset from job seeker to job giver. Students should not have targeted when they are educated that they will get the job in good companies. But nowadays, government is thinking that the students, when come out, just like you, will think that, yes, I am able to provide jobs to the another students and generate the revenue. And this is the main target of the government policies. Apart from that, some angel investors are also there. There may be some government sectors angel investment, or there are some private sector angel investment. What are these angel investors? These angel investors will invest their money into your ideas to make your enterprise or entrepreneurship clear, or to make success of your startup. So these may be some incubation ecosystem enablers, and we will see that how we can create or we can do this kind of ecosystem in our institute. And if the institute is not sufficient for your ecosystem, for your ideas to mentor, what may be the another partners that come and play a very important role in your this journey. So if you start from self-development, institute can develop this kind of ecosystem, because as your institute is running IIC, some of the students member also there. So I put this slide particularly that you can start from this small co-working space. You provide one particular section where the students comes, where they work with each other, they create prototypes, and they will work specially for this, not only for laboratories that are included in your syllabus. So apart from the syllabus, what you are supposed to do, you have to do these things. You have to create these kind of facilities in your institute that require some co-working space. you can put some computers and printers and internet connectivity so that you can work with that easily. That will create ease of doing in your working. Apart from institute, what the another, suppose you want to create these kind of basic facilities and you want to enhance these kind of things, what government play a role over here, what the another players play a role over here. So this is about that. You might be heard about this AIM, Atal Innovation Mission. This is one kind of national level initiative of government of India. And as nowadays, it was previously Panchvarshi Yojana, that is now converted into the Niti Aayog. So this is Atal Innovation Mission is related to that, which is working to create and promote culture of innovation and entrepreneurship across the country. And with this mission, it has small flagship initiatives, just like Atal Tinkering Lab. We'll also go for one by one, because this we need to understand all these an ecosystem enablers for innovation. So Atal Tinkering Lab, Atal Incubation Center, Mentor India, Atal New India Challenge, Atal Community Innovative Centers, and Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is ARISE. These are some initiatives of national government or central government. Those are creating ecosystem across the nation. And now we will see that how we can take advantage of this. Basically, this first one, that is the Atal Tinkering Lab, is for the school students. Yeah, definitely you cannot have Atal Tinkering Lab in your institute, but being an IIC institute, you can make a linkage with the nearby Atal Tinkering laboratories. Those are in the schools, and you can provide some support to them also, and you can make the innovative culture. You can invite your students to here, you can collaborate them. So why you have to linkage with this? Because after some times the students from schools will come to your institutes, and you this are basically you are creating inputs from the students, and that will be the output of the schools will be useful to you. So this is how the starting level is decided as a school. After school, Atal New India Challenge. This is for, we will come to here just after one more slide. Atal Combination Incubation Centers. This is very important for university levels or PG levels or more than that levels. Atal Community Incubation Centers are basically one kind of facilities provided by the AIM, that is Atal Innovation Mission, to the students. So we can create incubation with the grant supported by the central government, and you can provide this kind of support to your students or the nearby students who want to come here or come to you and take advantages of that. So this is particularly for that. We'll also see that how Atal Incubation Center can be created into your institute. So what basically our aim should be there to create this incubation centers. Basically, these centers should run with these kind of objectives. It should promote and establish world-class incubation centers. You should be motivated for support nurturing and innovative technologies based startups. You should provide guidance on business planning and go to the market and finance advisory. You should provide facilitate access to laboratories, investors, innovators, market access, and other resources. If you are providing or you are aimed to do all these things, then yeah, definitely Atal Incubation Centers are there to support you in terms of mentoring, in terms of grant. Why IIC is required? Because it is, you may say that it is a need of our. You can assist incubators in creating a sustainable, scalable, and profitable business model, build a dedicated professional and strong team, provide state-of-the-art physical labs, physical laboratories, and other infrastructure. You can create a strong network for mentors. Once you create this, many mentors from different universities will be linkaged to you. They will provide the technical as well as some other supporting kinds of mentorship to you. You can conduct events and inspiring programs at your institute with the help of this AIC. So if you want to do this all this activity, yeah, you have to go for AIC, that is Atal Incubation Center. Who can apply to have AIC? Any higher educational institute can go for applying this AIC. Research and Development Institute can also go for this, or any entities from the corporate sector, alternative investment funds registered with the SEBI, and business accelerators can apply for this incubation centers. So your institute is fitting to this higher educational institute. So you are one of the first desirable candidate, or you are the priority based candidate for this particular grant support. Who can apply to have AIC? All applicants of the AIC program must have a minimum 3 years of existing. And as per my knowledge, your institute is running since so many years. So definitely you are fulfilling this criteria. The non-government applicants, those are not loss making. If your institute is not creating profit, then you cannot apply. So it is must that you should create some profit. EIC can also be established by one or more collaborative entities. So there are so many institutes are running within your campus. So definitely you can apply for this collaborating entities. All EIC have up to maximum of 3 primary sectors of focus that we have seen before. I have shown you some objectives for this, and you should be focused on that particular sector. Final decision of the nature of the legal entity allowed to be an AIC incubator would be at the sole discretion of AIM. क्योंकि जो final कौन decision लेगा, so AIM will decide that whether they want to give incubation center to your institute or not. What the minimum infrastructure you require? At least 10,000 square feet of ready to use built up space is required. If you have laboratories, if you do not have laboratory facilities, then you can ask for more 5,000 square feet, because whenever you are going to create this kind of infrastructure at your institute, you have to provide this much of build-up space area. The space should be owned or it should be leased. Okay, so it should be the institute's own space. Cost of the land and building shall not be included in the project cost. Why this sentence is provided here? Because whenever you are going for application for this, you cannot give the land cost or infrastructure cost directly. Okay, so this is one of the things that you have to keep in your mind whenever you are going to apply for this AIC that will create ecosystem at your institute. The application would be evaluated by duly constituted committee. Selected applicants will be required to enter into memorandum. That means you have to create one MOA and some bondings with EIM, Niti Aayog that will contains relevant provisions regarding the refund of the grantee amount in case of any breach of the contract. The MOA also includes the total approved budget and finalized goal and deliverables of the applicants and its annexures. So this is how you can apply and what are the conditions. Now, how you will be evaluated. Your institute will be evaluated that way. On what basis they will provide you. So these are some criteria. First of all, eligibility check will be there, submission mandatory document, when you apply, some documents are to be furnished and to be submitted to the AIM. So whether you have submitted particular kinds of documents to that AIM or not, commitment of the minimum built-up space requirement, 3+ years of existence will be checked, and application should be profitable in this last year. This is the first check will be there that will decide whether you are eligible for this application or not. And then some parameters are to be filtered out institute with the weak research or innovation ecosystem, that how much number of teaching faculties are there, how many PhD members will be there, a number of patents filed from the institute. This all will be taken into care.